Welcome to the Veterans Gaming Podcast. My name is Kevin. Tonight, I'm going to bring you part three of my Aaron Glenn New York Jets franchise rebuild 2024 offseason. I'm going to do a training camp today and I might do some trades. I don't think I'll play the first preseason game against Minnesota. I'm going to cut the podcast short tonight because the Knicks are going to play the Pacers a little later on in game four of the Eastern Conference Finals. So I definitely want to go ahead and check that out. It's looking like the Oklahoma City Thunder are on their way to the NBA Finals. I don't see Minnesota coming back from a 3-1 deficit. I did pick the Timberwolves to win the series. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. It was the key thing in that game was every time Minnesota got to within five or three, and then they would try to make a shot to get closer. Well, what happened, they would miss the shot, and every time Oklahoma City got the defensive rebound, and then they would make a basket on the other end. And ultimately, I think that was the difference in that game. We'll see what happens in game four today of the Eastern Conference Finals. A great performance by Karl Anthony Towns, who I have said was soft, but in game three on Sunday, he's the main reason the Knicks won that game. He was the catalyst for their comeback. So you gotta give props to Karl Anthony Towns for playing well and carrying the Knicks to the victory on Sunday. All right, let's get to this 2025 season. I'm using the current roster with Justin Fields and Mason Taylor and the like. Let's go to the press conference, and then I'm gonna go to the roster, and I'm gonna try to see if I can make some more trades before I start training camp. So that'll probably be the focus of today's episode. And like I said, I probably will not play the preseason game against the Vikings. I might save that for the next episode. So here we are going into the press conference. Coach, let's talk about the last few months. You said in February that we could win the draft. I'll select our difference maker. That's right, I said that. What position specifically do you feel you found a difference maker at? I'm gonna say offense, and I'm gonna go with that running back. That running back that we drafted, I think it was in the fourth or fifth round. Can you be more specific? Yeah, I think most draft experts would disagree with you that he's a difference maker. I don't agree, but that probably won't matter. So whatever. Their morale dropped by 10. I'm gonna call BS on that. All right. So before we go to training camp, let's do some more roster stuff. Let's take a look at the roster before we go any further, position by position. Justin Fields is the starter, obviously. I drafted Brandon Copeland out of Auburn. Let's take a quick look at him. He's not going to develop at any particularly fast rate, unfortunately. So I definitely need to sign a veteran backup. At running back, I've got Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis. I'm not keeping him, and I'm not keeping Zach Evans either. I drafted this Johnny Stewart out of East Carolina. He's got some hidden depth trait. So I definitely think I've got something with him. And look at the speed. He's got 89 speed, 92 acceleration, and I think he's really going to do something. And look at the stamina, 98. So this guy never gets tired as well. So let's see, Isaiah Davis. Let me see, can I trade him? No trade packages. Let me see if along with him I can trade away Zach Evans. They're not gonna. Okay, I got no trade packages for either, but I don't see a future for either one of them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and release them, and I'm gonna go with this Johnny Stewart. I got a really good feeling about him. Of course, Braylon Allen, he's not going anywhere. And trust me, even though he's got a normal development, he's a star. I'm telling you. So Isaiah Davis, I'm going to go ahead and release him, and I'll take the cap hit. I've got $100 million in cap space. Same thing for Zach Evans. Good luck to both of them. KY fullback. I've got Patrick Ricard and Andrew Beck, so they can battle it out. Probably Andrew Beck is probably the better pick, but Ricard is a veteran, so okay. Wide receiver got Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, Oscar Fitzpatrick, who I drafted out of Missouri. He's developing at a normal rate, but I think he's got some potential. Jalen Coker as well, and then Arian Smith. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna go with these. Uh, Pokey Wilson, I have no idea who that is, and I'm sure that there's gonna be no trade offers for him either. All right. Then at tight end, we've got we signed Zach Ertz to a 1 year deal. So it'll be him and Mason Taylor. And then Jeremy Ruckert, I don't think we can get anything for Jeremy Ruckert. You've got this Luke Lachey out of Iowa. That name sounds familiar. Stone Smart, nothing special about Stone Smart. And then Zach Kuntz, that's another name I've heard before, but nothing special with him. So I'll be releasing a couple of those guys later on. Old line is good to go. Ola Fashanu, Max Mitchell, I might want to replace him as a backup. John Simpson. Okay, so I need to sign a veteran free agent left guard to back him up. Okay, let me go back to the roster. And then at center, you've got this battle between Joe Tippmann and Josh Myers, which is going on. Then at right guard, Elijah Vera Tucker. So I'm gonna need to sign another a right guard free agent. And then at right tackle, we've got Armin Menmu and Carter Warren. And then really the big position of need, left end, because I can maybe I can put Will McDonald as a linebacker every now and then as well. Then you've got Rashard Weaver. I don't nothing special about him or Eric Watts. At right end, Jermaine Johnson. But look at TJ Parker. He's my number one draft pick. Excuse me, he was my first round pick, third pick overall in the draft. I think this guy's going to be special. And as you can see right here, yeah, I think he's going to be the truth. You got Peyton Turner, who's probably maxed out as far as his talent, and then Tyler Barron, whom we drafted out of Miami. But I'm liking TJ Parker, defensive tackle, Quentin Williams, obviously, Derek Nottie. So I think he's gonna contribute quite a bit. Then we got Jordan Jefferson as well. That's a name that sounds familiar to me, but I don't remember. I know he went to LSU, but and then there's Leonard Taylor the third. So I think defensive tackle is fine. Left outside linebacker Quincy Williams, and then Marcus Samuel. I'm high on this young man. He was my third round pick in the draft out of Notre Dame. And as you can see, he's got some hidden depth trait. So I think I struck gold with him. Middle linebacker could be a weakness, but I'm going to stick with what we got. Jamian Sherwood, Zaire Barnes, Jackson Woodard. Okay, nothing special with him. And then a right outside linebacker, Derek Hall. So I need to sign or trade for a backup right outside linebacker. Cornerback, we've got Sauce Gardner, Brandon Stevens. Okay, so they've actually got Brandon Stevens as a star. Okay, that's interesting considering how much he was getting burned with the Ravens. Isaiah Thomas. I like what's going on with him though. I like him. Quantez Stiggers. Let's see, you've got Gerard, this Jarrett Converse. Not going to get anything out of him. Trey Swilling, definitely not going to get anything out of him. So I'm just going to go ahead and he's 26 years old. He's a 61 overall. Thank you, Henry. Been a minute since I heard from you. I'm glad to hear from you. Thank you for joining. I'm going to go ahead and release Trey Swilling. Just so you know you were here on the show the other day. I started a new franchise mode. That of the franchise mode just wasn't working. So I'm starting anew with the current roster. Free safety, I like what we got. Andre Cisco and Malachi Moore. So I think that's a position of strength. And then at strong safety, Tony Adams. And look at we got Quincy Haynes. I drafted him. I uh I had the third pick in the draft, and then I got the 32nd pick with the third pick, excuse me. I got TJ Parker, and now I've got Quincy Haynes again. He worked out fabulous in the first franchise mode, and I drafted him again. Yeah, so and then I don't know who this Jordan Howden is. Oh, but he's a star too. Whoa. Okay, so I got some studs here. He's a star. This guy's gonna be a superstar. Quincy Haynes. Okay, so the safety position. Okay, at the safety position, we are man free. The safety position, both free and strong safety. We are. That's a man. Okay, that's great. Anders Carlson. He's gonna be our kicker. Okay, I got a star kicker. All right, no problem there. And then punter, Thomas Morstead, the eternal Thomas Morstead, and Austin McNamara. He'll be on the bench. He'll be watching and learning from Thomas Morstead, hopefully. All right, I got to take a quick break, and I'll be right back on the Veterans Gaming Podcast. All right, I'm back on the Veterans Gaming Podcast. Henry, I hope you're still here. So that's kind of what the Jets roster is looking like. But what I feel the need to do is I want to better the left end and the right end positions, the defensive end positions. You win games in the trenches. That was a humongous um, area of weakness in my previous career mode. We couldn't stop the pass, and ultimately, it just led to a level of frustration that just I felt like I was losing my mind, and it seemed like no matter what I did, I just couldn't get it together. So let's take a look at NFL rosters. Let's go to defensive ends, whether it's left or right end. Let's start with right end. This is what I got. I got Jermaine Johnson and TJ Parker, and I've also got Peyton Turner, Tyler Barron. Uh, I signed him in free agency, but I don't really think I can do much with him. Let's take a look at block shedding because that's see what we got. Tyler Barron is the best one at block shedding, then Jermaine Johnson, Peyton Turner, and then TJ Parker. So I want to see if I can get a right end and a left end whose block shedding is better. Now, with this guy, TJ Parker, his block shedding is a 68, but he is the number three pick in the draft, so I know he's going to get a lot better. But and then also, I'm thinking about moving Jermaine Johnson to linebacker, right outside linebacker. So let's see what we've got in as far as the rest of the league goes. And I'm going to focus on guys that can shed blocks because the better your block shedding is, obviously, the easier it is to get to the quarterback. So let's go to the NFL. Let's look at block shedding and let's see who's the worst one is okay, this guy Shaquem Knight, his block shedding is awful, but he's a superstar for the Denver Broncos. What the heck? Okay, this guy is a rookie out of LSU. What? Okay, he develops at fast rate. Let me see. Maybe we can do something. Okay. Ooh, they'll give us Tony Adams, a fourth round pick. Okay, I'm not giving him Derek Hall. Oh my, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might actually, oh, because the thing about him, he's got the superstar X factor. Ooh, let's see, 2027 fourth and a fifth. Uh, Tony Adams. Holy smokes. And then they're willing to take the cap hit with Tony Adams as well. Woo! Wow. Wowie, wow. I can have Shaquem Knight and TJ Parker as the right ends. I can move Jermaine Johnson to right outside linebacker. Man, I may have, but the thing about it, his block shedding is only a 68 overall, but with the superstar factor, man, that might not matter. Holy smokes. What? I gotta really think about this one. Let's see, what is his, his speed is fine. I mean, I'm taking a chance, taking a rookie. I'll have two rookies at the right end position. Uh, I think I should just give up the fourth round pick. He's a 69 overall. But like I said, he's got superstar X factor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Can you believe that? It's just his block shedding is just awful compared to, some of these guys. Like, let's take this Shamar Turner. Let's see what I would have to give up for him. I'd have to give up Peyton Turner, who we just signed, and they'll take the $10 million cap hit, or I can give up these picks, or I can give them Jordan Howden, which that one kind of makes sense as well. That's not a bad trade-off. I think I should take that. I think I should take that Denver offer because of how quick Shamar Knight is going to develop. Oh boy. Wow. That was look at Trey Hendrickson. No, he's not coming to he's not coming to the Jets. Wow, let's see, you got DeMarcus Lawrence, who is how old is he? DeMarcus Lawrence, 27 years old, but who knows how much I'd have to give up for him. Micah Parsons, Devondre Sweat. Devontae Sweat, though, he's what, 6'5", 366. Oof, that's humongous. And so is Dexter Lawrence, he's 340 to be a defensive end. Then you've got Josh Hines Allen, who is 28 years old. Nick Scourton. Let's take a look at Nick Scourton of the Carolina Panthers. Okay, he's going to develop at a normal rate. We've got to give up a ton for him. A second rounder, a fourth, and a seventh. A second, a fourth, a fifth, and a seventh. Jermaine Johnson, I'm not going to do that. Look at all that cap room I've got. I got 106 million in cap room. Let's go back. Let's go back here. I might have to sacrifice because look at that. He's a superstar, dude. He's 21 years old. He's already got superstar development. And here's the thing: develops at the fastest rate, earns superstar and zone abilities. I got to do this. All right, so here are the offers. They'd offer us Tony Adams, a fourth round pick in next year's draft, a fourth and a fifth in 2027, and a Derek Hall who we just signed. Okay, here we go. Wow, I might have solved the right end issue. Let's take this. Oh, you know what? I didn't take into consideration. Shoot, it's too late now. I've already made the trade. Okay, let's go to roster. Uh-oh. Now I got something to worry about here. And that is, um, I didn't look at his player card. Okay, okay. Injury, stamina, toughness is not a problem. 84, 89, and 85. Okay. Okay, the awareness is not that great. Block shedding is not good, but here, superstar X factor. That's what's up. If I can get that going, we got ourselves something special here. So with that, what I'm gonna do is once I get to the depth chart, I'll have TJ Parker starting, and then I will have Shaquem, who's a 70 overall. I'll have him as the backup, and I'm gonna move Jermaine Johnson to right outside linebacker. So it's gonna be him and Derek Hall. Okay. All right. Wow. I solved the right defensive end issue with a quickness. Okay, so let's go with left end. We've got Will McDonald, Rashard Weaver, Eric Watts. I won't be able to get anything out of them in as far as a trade. So before I release them, let's go to the league. Let's look at left end and let's see if I can get another superstar on the other end of that. Let's go to block shedding. Wow, let's see. Nick Bosa. I got to look at the penalty. Miles Garrett. Uh, depressed Colorado Avalanche fan. Hey, y'all won the Stanley Cup like 3 years ago, and I don't watch a whole lot of hockey, but I know Cole Makar is a great defender. Let's see, Miles Garrett. I mean, we're not. He's on 97 overall at 29. Let's see what. Okay, the Cleveland Browns are not trading him, understandably so. Okay, let's go back to block shedding. Okay, so it's Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson. I know I've got all that money in cap, but still I wanna be smart. Ooh, good Lord, 34 million, no sir. Will Anderson Jr. of the Texans. Really good player. Let's see what Houston. No, no trade. There's my answer. All right. Also, if you like this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. Hit me up in the chat. The road to 1,000 subscribers is well on its way. I'm kind of mad at YouTube because I had a bunch of viewers for my last episode, and all of a sudden I checked it again. It dropped like 30 viewers, 30 views, excuse me. That makes absolutely no sense at all. No sense at all. But hold that thought. All right, let's go. We have something here. Let's see. Will Anderson, Greg Rousseau. Okay, Braden Fisk, who won Defensive Rookie of the Year. His block shedding is better than Will McDonald. No trade offers. Smart. That's smart by the Rams. Obviously. Let's continue. Um, Milton Williams. Hold that thought. Let's see. See if I can find a superstar here. Okay, D'Angelo, Dylan Darby. We can find a surprise superstar. James Houston the fourth, BJ Thompson. Okay, let's go. Okay, Eric Watts, who's nothing special. Bruce Basley, the rookie out of Miami, drafted by Miami. Let's see if we can fleece our division rivals. No, sir, we're not. Okay, let's continue. Okay, block shedding is what I'm focused on. Derek Brown's a fear monger. That's a big hit, even though I've got all that money. Greg Rousseau from Buffalo. Okay, 25 years old, a division rival. You've got Abdul Carter out of Penn State. Let's see. Is he a star? No, he only develops at a normal rate. Uh, but let's see, yeah, the block shedding is outstanding at an 84. Okay, where is he? Where's he at? Hold on. Abdul Carter, let's see. I probably won't take him, but okay, there's no trade offer anyway. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Stephen Phillips. I think we completely fleeced uh Denver. We really did. We got a guy that's got superstar X factor. Okay, Leonard Williams, no sir. Mike, God, to me. That's right. He went to the Seahawks. Look at all that money they're paying him. Mike Green out of Marshall. There's got to be a superstar around here or a future superstar. Antwell Powell Ryland, Dominique Cook. That's the dude out of Boise State who's 315. Okay, Rashawn Gary. That's why Chase Young, who was a free agent, but we weren't able to get him. Then you've got Fisk, uh, Christopher Hinton, Jalen Walker. He might be able to produce more in this time around than in the last franchise mode. Let's see. They would want a fourth and a seventh in 2027, and then a seventh in 2026. I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna go no with the Jalen with this Jalen Walker. Let me try somebody different. So let's get back here. Let's go with finesse moves. As well, actually, you know what? Let's cut through the BS. Let's go through Okay, wow, Christopher Hinton, he's a 60 overall. Yikes. But oh boy, that we got from Denver, he's a 69 overall. But again, he's got superstar traits. So let's see if I can find somebody here on the lower end, some young guy with superstar trait. So let's be patient with this process. See if we find a sleeper that's better than what we've got now. Austin Booker. Ah, okay, block shooting is 70. Finesse moves 77. I'm gonna have to do better. I have to go better than that. Okay, James Houston. Elijah Chapman was actually not in my other franchise mode. Elijah Chapman he had some pretty good moments. He really did. So he might be worth a look. See what we can get. I'm not giving up Azaria Thomas. They want two late picks in 2027 or two late picks in 2028. I'm gonna have to go no. Okay, let's go here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go from lowest to highest. All right, let's go. Oh, there's another Isaiah Thomas that plays football. All right. D'Angelo Darby, rookie out of Oklahoma State. Let's see, 65 block shedding. Yeah, it's not going to be good enough. But of course, the superstar I got, he's block shedding's worse. Broderick Washington, like Chapman. I just don't like the fact that he's 315. If I can get him to drop down about 50 pounds, his pursuit is really, man, for a big guy, his pursuit is really good. 77. Power moves. Block shedding is a 78. Yeah, and he's 315. I really wanted to draft this guy. You know what? Well, he's more of a run stopper. That's the other thing. They'll give a Sherwood uh picks. No, that's the other thing. I need a more of a power rusher. The penalty for Mason Crosby's not a lot. It's only 12 million. What can I get? Okay, they're not trading him. Understandable. Miles Garrett, I've already been told no. Aiden Hutchinson, I'll get hit by lightning before the Lions give him up. Um, Derek Brown, let's look at his ratings. His block shedding is supreme. Okay, let's get Derek Brown. These guys are, the reality is, okay. Here's what the the Panthers would want. They would want Garrett Wilson. Absolutely not. They would want a first No, no, sir. No, sir. They're not getting all that. Sorry. No. I understand why they would want to give up. I understand why they're asking so much for him. Will Anderson out of the question. Let's see. I already tried Braden Fisk. Milton Williams from the Patriots. I haven't heard. I've never really heard this young man's name. Okay. Zach Allen. I already stole somebody from the Broncos, so I know they won't do that. Let's see. Jonathan Allen. That cap hit is not high, but he's more of a run stopper. He's power rusher too. Okay, this is kind of intriguing. He's 30 though. A second, a fourth, and a seventh. That on the right is too many. He's 30 years old, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. Let's see. Okay, the Jaguars. I already fleeced them for um, Travis Hunter. Okay, can I fleece them again? No, sir. And then there's Chase Young, who I was unable to get in free agency, but let's see if see what okay. They want Quincy Williams, a second and a third in 2027, a second and a third in 2028. Oh man, that's okay. That kind of works, especially in 2028, not 2027. The one in 2028, you're looking three years away. This one makes sense. Let me marinate on that. Let's look at some other let's get some other ones. Leonard Williams, he's 31. Okay, Abdul Carter, uh, 22 years old. Uh, Penn State. Okay, Blue Crab. Wait till you see the trade that I pulled off earlier. But I'll get to that because I got a new right defensive end. You're not gonna believe how I got him. And then there's a couple of trade offers for Chase. Can only stay because of work. No, no, no. I got you. I got you. No problem. No problem. You remember in the last episode, Chase Young went to Tampa Bay. There's a legitimately good trade offer. I've got $100 million in cap room, but I'm still looking. Abdul Carter, this Lai Latu. Let's see if the Colts, whom I've never had a trade with. Okay, they're not trading him. Okay, let me before you go, I got to show you something. Let's go to my roster, and I got this guy for a fourth round pick from the Broncos. All right. The problem with him is his block shedding is awful, but wait till you see what I'm about to show you. Okay, so I've got Jermaine Johnson, who I'm going to move to right outside linebacker. TJ Parker, my first round pick in the draft, the number three pick overall. I signed Peyton Turner in free agency. This guy, Shaquem Knight, 21-year-old rookie out of LSU, 6'2", 242, future starter. Look at that. He's a superstar, 70 overall. Now, the block shedding is like the worst. It's a 58, but check this out. Right there. Superstar X Factor. which means if I give him enough playing time, this guy is gonna be this guy's gonna be a star. Look at that. Superstar X Factor. And then look at his ratings. Yes, 70 overall superstar. The Broncos drafted him and they just gave him away for a fourth round pick. I think it's next year or the year after. I don't remember. Yeah. And here's the thing. Look at the secondary attributes. Pursuit, good. Hit power, good. Injury, good enough. It's good enough for me. Stamina, 89. Toughness, 85. So the injury's not bad. 84 it's good enough. So the only problem is the block shedding is 58, but he's a rookie. That's correct. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So he's gonna have superstar X factor as long as I get him on the field and things like that. So that's why I'm gonna move Jermaine Johnson to right outside linebacker. TJ Parker will start, and then I will have Shaquem Knight as the backup, and hopefully I can get sacks galore. So now I'm looking at left end. Okay, so right now it's looking like Chase Young, even though I didn't get him in free agency. I might be able to get him in a trade. I think Madden actually did me a favor. Thank goodness. I needed it the way they were screwing me over in the last franchise mode. So he's the favorite. I'll show you the trades in a bit. Okay, so we've got a Quiddy Pay. I have no idea who this guy is at all. Let's see. Let's see who this guy is. Mike Green out of Marshall plays for the Ravens. Normal rate. He's a speed rusher. Baltimore's not interested in trading him. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Dorrance Armstrong. Oh, this guy, Menahu for Kansas City. He can play. This guy's really good. Yeah, he's a star out of Texas. See, Kansas City would give me Quincy Williams, or I'd give up a fourth and a fifth in 2027, a seventh rounder this year, or a fourth and a fifth and a seventh in 2028 and a seventh in 2027, or Joe Tippmann, which that won't happen. This one seems like the more sensible trade, but the Chase Young one might be better. Do we really need Quincy? I think I'm gonna keep him for this year. Then you've got Montez Sweat. Oh, but that penalty is beyond high. Yetur Gross Matos ain't gonna cut it. Then there's Shamar Stewart out of the rookie out of Texas A&M. Jalen Walker, the aforementioned Jalen Walker, and then Bruce Basley and Will McDonald. So I'm trying to get something better uh, than Will McDonald, obviously. So we've got Montez Sweat, but look at that penalty, 50 million, no sir. Then let me show you. So it's Omenhu, and then let's go to Chase Young right here. I tried to get him in free agency, didn't happen. 26 years old. Sorry. Okay, so he's 26 out of Ohio State. Obviously, his career hasn't really panned out. So I can either give up Quincy Williams, which I'm not going to give up on him. I'll give him another year or two. A 2027 second and third rounder, a 2028 second and third rounder. So I can trade him for a second and third rounder 2 years from now or 3 years from now. That's what it comes down to with Chase Young. And then the trade with Kansas City for a who can ball. Hold on, what will be the penalty? Okay, the penalty would be 13 million, but like I said, I've got 100 million, so that's not that big of a deal. The one for him would be 3 million. He's 3 years older than Chase Young. The speed, and they're not. He's not as fast as Chase Young. Let's see, injury 88, stamina 78. Yeah, it is close. Chase Young, injury 83, stamina 79, toughness 92, more impact blocking, speed acceleration, he's faster. Let's look at block shedding. Block shedding for Chase Young is a 78. Menahu block shedding 75. The speed and acceleration, he's not as fast. So I'd have to go with the Chase Young trade. So I'm gonna go ahead and execute. So I'm gonna go with him. His ratings are higher. He's an 81 overall as opposed to a 79. Better pursuit as well, I believe. Let's see what Omenahu's pursuit is. Where's he at? Chase Young's is an 84. Okay, it's about the same. It's a close call, but with the finesse moves, you see the finesse moves 74, 75, 79. With Chase Young, I mean, if you're thinking about that, we can always trade Quincy. Yeah, I'm thinking about next season. That's why I'm gonna keep Quincy. And as you can see, the finesse moves, the speed, the acceleration for Chase Young are higher. So I'm gonna go with Chase Young. And then I don't want to let go of Quincy Williams just yet. Just yet. Like I said, I want to keep him. So then here's the deal. 2027 second and third rounder, 2028 second and third rounder. Uh, the 2028 picks are higher, but I think with this, I can't go wrong with those drafts. So basically, right now, these are higher picks, but who knows? It all depends on what we do in the next seasons. So I'm gonna go 2028 second and third, and we got ourselves Chase Young. And the cap room, we still got $100 million in cap, which of course I want to keep Jermaine Johnson, especially Garrett Wilson. He's the one that I need to keep. So I think I've completed my defense for now. Having said that, let's look at cornerback. That's a W trade. And did you see that the right end that I got from Denver? That's a superstar X Factor. Can you believe that one? That might be the greatest trade I've ever pulled off. the trade for Shaquem Knight. This, yeah, right here. That might be the best trade I ever did by a mile. By a mile. Okay, we've got Sauce Gardner, Brandon Stevens in this game. He does have star. He's got star traits, and I like Azariah Williams. Excuse me, Azariah Thomas. I like what we got going with him. That Yeah, that is great. Quantez Stiggers, uh, and I can't really trade for him. So you know who I'm gonna look for, right? Because he was great in my other franchise mode, and I'm talking about Jason Marshall Jr. Hold on. Let's go to quarterback. Let's go to NFL. Let's see. Obviously, Sauce Gardner a top five. So obviously these three guys, they're not coming. Let me see if I can find Kool-Aid as well. Man, I almost got Christian Gonzalez too. So let's get a young buck. Uh, Quinion Mitchell. Yeah, let's see. Marshawn Lattimore, J.C. Horn. No, not DJ Reed. Sorry. I love DJ Reed, but no, no sir, no sir. Travis Ward, Trayvon Diggs, no. Christian Benford, Tariq Woolen, Jamel Dean, Kamari Lassiter. Kamari Lassiter out of Georgia. Let's just, for the heck of it, I mean, of course, no trade offers for Kamari Lassiter. So, the rest of these guys, I'm not gonna, not these top guys. So let's see, Kenny Moore. He's 30 though. I need somebody younger. Byron Murphy, who's hurt. Cooper DeJean, that ain't happening. Lenore, Asante Samuel Jr. Big cap hit. Greg Newsome the second out of Northwestern. Let's see. Oh, look at his tackling. His tackling is shit. No, no, no. Sorry. Uh, okay, Joey Porter Jr. Let's see what we got with Joey Porter Jr. Superstar. Probably won't, definitely won't happen. Nope, so no sir. No sir. But it was worth the injury. Cooper DeJean. Oh yeah, yeah. Cooper DeJean, but come on, let's with that being said, let's be realistic. He ain't the Eagles, no trades, obviously. So let's continue. And we were on Joey Porter, um, Paulson, Adebo. I don't know about him. Teron Johnson is very good. Oh, Nate Wiggins. I didn't know he was 6'2". The penalty's nothing, which it doesn't matter. Oh, oops. Sorry. Let me keep going here. No problem. So I was on Nate Wiggins. I'm sure Baltimore won't. No, no trade there. I got $98 million in cap space. but I'm saving it for the contracts. I'm getting close to Kool-Aid McKinstry. I'm almost there, but Cam Taylor Britt, he's 5'11". I need 6 footers. Sangristo, Kyler Gordon. That Azuli guy, he gets burned all the time. And then there's Kool-Aid. But let's look at before we get to Kool-Aid, let's look at Kyler Gordon from the Bears. His tackling is 65, blocks. Okay. Nah, no, no, no. So let's see if let's look at Kool-Aid McKinstry's star, obviously. His tackling is kind of all right. He's not gonna, he's not gonna lay you out. But he was great in our last franchise mode. But let me see if there's a chance with him, and if not, we'll go down the next set of corners. Yeah, I didn't like that Kyler Gordon tackling because, like I said, at least he's a 70, so I can work with that. Let's see. No trade packages. All right, the Saints are not going to get fleeced like we fleeced them the first time. I might just have to stick with what I've got at corner. Let's see. Terry and Arnold of the Lions. Okay, he can tackle as well. Block shedding, that's not really needed as far as a corner. No trade packages. All right. I'm not having any luck here with corners, but let's keep going down the list. TJ Turner, Renardo Green, uh, Tarheeb Still. Let's look at what he got. Okay. Man coverage is 75. That's, stamina, the toughness 76. I'm gonna have to go no on Tarheeb Hill. Excuse me, not Tarheeb Still. Excuse me. Let's. I need somebody that's an 80 overall or better. Meek Robertson, 5'8". No, sir. Jordan Lewis, 5'10". Okay, let's see who is this Dax Hill out of Michigan. Okay, he's super fast. He can hit. Stamina and toughness are good enough. Let's see, will Cincinnati? No, sir. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to get a cornerback. Um, Jonathan Jones, but he's 31. I think I just tried to get DJ Turner the second, didn't I? Oh, yeah, yeah, he can't hit anybody. He's a man-to-man dude. Okay, this is what they would give me. I'd have to give up a third, a fourth in the 2027 draft. That's kind of iffy. I think that's kind of too much for him. So I'm gonna go no. I might just have to go with what I've got at corner. Nate Hobbs of the Packers. His catching is so-so. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go with Nate Hobbs again. Where they at? We find him. This it's worth a shot. No. Okay. It's looking like I might not be able to get anybody, and I sure the heck ain't gonna try to get nothing in free agency. Ain't gonna be no superstars there or stars. Saint Ristel. I think Saint Ristel's a good player. He's already a star. Look at that man. Man coverage is excellent. Not a great tackler, but just out of curiosity, let's inquire just in case. No. Okay, Washington's not giving him up. Don't blame them. Uh, Christian Gonzalez. Man, look at his ratings. You know the Patriots are going to want like half the Jets roster, or they're not going to taking any offers at all, which is even smarter. Jalen Ramsey at 30 can still get it done. Superstar X Factor can still lock people down. If I can get Jalen Ramsey, that'd be a miracle, even at 30 years old. Let's see, what would Miami want? Good Lord. They want a first round pick? No, sir. No, no, way too much. Sorry. No. Okay, the Packers, oh, Jair Alexander. Let's see what Green Bay would want. Nothing. Okay. Denzel Ward, big time player for the Browns, who, aren't going anywhere. They won our first round and second round and a sixth round. Oh, no, sir, no, sir. And then or they won our first round in 2027, 2028. Dude, you are not serious. Goodbye. Goodbye, y'all. Deron Bland. Let's see. What would okay, he's got good attributes. What would the Cowboys give up? Nothing. Okay. Uh, and then I think I already tried this. That's a lot of money to give up. AJ Terrell, huh? From the Falcons. Okay, let's see. Like I said, I think I'm gonna have to just stick with what I got at the cornerback position. No trade offers. Mm, Mitchell, Devin Witherspoon from the Seahawks. They'd want Garrett Wilson straight up. Absolutely not. They'd want a first, which is not going to be the number three pick. They would want a fourth rounder, and then in or 2027, they'd want a first rounder, a fifth and a seventh. 2026. Ooh, that's a lot of picks. This one is almost reasonable, but I would say no, sir. No, you're not. You're not getting Garrett Wilson. Chardavius Ward, no. J.C. Horn, who's very good. Let's see. No. Okay, so looks like I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm not gonna get anything another corner. So try to make it a little bit better to go with sauce. Kool-Aid isn't, they're not biting. Old 10. Let's go up here. Let's go by speed. No, no, no. Let's go by, excuse me. Let's go by, not by speed. Let's go by man coverage. See if there's any surprises out here. Kendall Fuller, Kool-Aid, obviously Jalen Johnson. I've probably been down the line with all these guys already, but I've just doing my due diligence. Okay, we've got this guy, uh, Jeff Peterson, rookie out of UCLA. Good man coverage. Zone coverage is shit. Christian Benford. Okay, he's hurt. I don't know what's up with him. Okay, we've got Byron Andrews, rookie out of Old Miss. Oh, okay. Oh, can I? Oh, that's why he's hurt all the time. Look at that injury. Injury 32. No, sir. No, sorry. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't bite on that. Oh, sorry. They was not about to get me with that one. There's Kool-Aid. Jade Barron of the Broncos. No. Daniel Cofield. Okay, he's got some hidden talent. Block shedding isn't great, but we might have something here. See, rookie out of Michigan. Ah, the 49ers, they're not giving him up. Okay, it's a fair enough. Okay, I'll try one or two more and then I will log off because that next game is about to start here in a little bit. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. Instead of doing all this, let's look at the trade center. Let's look who's on the trading block. Look at that Shador Sanders on the trading block. I hope Shador Sanders does well in real life. He was not, listen, again, he was not that great of a college quarterback, but just because you aren't a great college quarterback doesn't mean that you won't be a great pro. And that's in any position. Okay, Samuel Womack. Okay, Jalen Jones on the trading block. Baltimore. Huh. Okay, this guy isn't bad. What's up with, come on, what's up with this Samuel? Obviously, no superstars, no superstar traits here. Kai Black, Maxwell Hairston. No, sir. Yeah, these guys are not, they're not going to be stars. Okay, this Samuel Womack the third, he's 26, so he probably won't get any better than what he is. Tackling is not great. That's probably why. But Makai Blackman, where does that name? I've heard that name before somewhere. Okay, he's out of USC. Uh, no, he's ranked 108th. Oh, sir. Jalen Jones is probably the most interesting one out of all of them. And even with that, okay, let's go to Baltimore's roster, and I'm about to wrap things up here in a little bit, and then watch that Knicks Pacers game. Let's go to rosters. Let's go to the Ravens roster. Let's go to let's go to Jalen Jones, and let's see what. Oh, now they're saying no trade offers. You just said that he was on the trading block. Okay, let's see where Jason Williams ended up. I'm not sure if he ended up anywhere. B. Bishop. Oh, wow, Rasul Douglas still in the league. Okay. Roger McCreary, whoever this Julius Bush guy is. Byron Murphy. So I know he's hurt. It's a quad strain. That's nothing. He never gets hurt. Tackling is not great though. Okay. Tyreek Stevenson. Hold on. Okay. Well, hold on. We might. Oh, that's the dude that made that tip when they lost to the Commanders. He did the Hail Mary. He's embarrassed. Dang, they want all that for that dude. They want three picks in 2027. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Y'all are uh, y'all are asking a little too much there. Jax Hill. Buffalo ain't gonna let any of these guys go. The Broncos. This Johnny Barron, Riley Moss. Okay. The Browns. Okay, the Arizona Cardinals. Sean Murphy Bunting. Max Melton. The Chargers. Okay, Keandre Lambert Smith. Look at that speed, 94 speed. He's out of Auburn. Not very strong. Let's see, would he be available? Okay, this might be a intriguing one. All right. But you know what, for now, I'm gonna end this episode here. So I'll come back with in the next episode. To be honest, looking at my cornerback room, I know I want to get someone else to go with Sauce Gardner. I'm gonna have to go with Brandon Stevens and then Azare Thomas, who I think really has a chance to come along. So we'll see. I think I'll just have to go with that for this year, unless okay, he's 6'1", 215. What can I get for him? Not a lot. I'm gonna need another cornerback. Hey, look at this. Look what we got here. Look what we got here, bro. Uh, Jason Marshall Jr. of the Dolphins. I was looking for him earlier. A seventh rounder in 2026. A seventh rounder and a seventh rounder in 2027. Philly, Ja'Cory and Bennett, who I've never heard of. Manuel Forbes Jr. I was just looking for Jason Marshall Jr. I think I think I'll just stick with Brandon Stevens since he's that high of an overall and he's a star. So we'll stick with that for now, and let's hope Azare Thomas develops. So that's going to be it for this episode. I'm trying to make a bunch of trades and see what we can do. And then, so what I'll do in the next episode, I'll start training camp. And then probably the following episode, I will play the Minnesota game, or I might just play it in the next episode. But thank you to everybody that watched tonight. And like I said, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. The road to 1,000 subscribers is well on his way, and I hope the YouTube algorithm doesn't jack up the amount of views I had, like it messed it up for yesterday's video. I don't know what happened, but uh, we'll see what happens with the Knicks against the Pacers tonight. And until next time, this has been the Veterans Gaming Podcast. Good night.